Update, received open-ended proposition from female coworker recently, seriously considering accepting. Original post here. Wanted to say thanks to all who commented, and for the good advice from many. Made me think hard. On Sunday, I showed my wife the note and told her I was going to ask to be assigned to work with someone else, and asked her opinion about any other steps I should take. She started crying and hugged me, said she always was suspicious of my colleague, had sensed that she was attracted to me and had been somewhat worried, even suspicious of me a few times, for which she apologized. We ended up talking about it for several hours, and it was wonderful to clear the air with her and get this load off my shoulders. Yesterday, I asked my colleague to go to coffee with me. I handed her the note back and told her I could not do such a thing, even though I had been briefly tempted. Then I told her I thought it would be best if we mutually sought to be reassigned. I told her, at my wife's suggestion, that I had spoken to my wife about the issue, and that she had suggested I photocopy the note and take it to HR, but that I didn't want to go that route, and would rather that we both came out of this okay with our jobs intact. Left hanging was the implication that I probably had made a copy of the note, and that since my wife knew, I had backup should anything later hit the fan. She was fighting back tears at this point and kept apologizing for putting me in this position, and said she would do whatever I thought was best. So we worked it out that we would both approach our boss together and say that, while we were happy with our work to date, we were both looking for new challenges and, perhaps, new team members. That meeting is planned for tomorrow, and I believe the boss, who is a very smart woman, will get the message and reassign us both without prejudice. Once again, thanks for the good advice. If there's interest, I will post a follow-up to tomorrow's meeting. Edit, thanks for all the nice comments. I feel a little overwhelmed. A couple of you raise good points which I want to address. Yes, I did tell my wife that I had been tempted, and I apologized for not immediately sending the note back. She said yes, I should have done that, but that she understood. She has met my colleague several times in business settings, and has commented more than once that she is very attractive and is surprised she's still single. Clearly, I should have immediately turned down the offer. I never considered myself someone who would stray. I was, in retrospect, kind of obnoxiously proud of the image I had of myself as a good man and husband. That image is now quite different. This has been a wake-up call, and I have been doing much more soul-searching than I care to detail. Looking back at my posts, I have cast my colleague in a one-dimensional light. She is a good person, a very good person. She has been an excellent colleague, and everyone we work with has nothing but praise for her. The chemistry between us was almost immediately apparent, but I chalked it up to us having very similar backgrounds and outlooks on the best way to get things done. But looking back, I have to be honest in saying that what I thought was just collegiality on my part could have been construed as flirting, and I have to take my share of the blame for that. If she made a mistake in being tempted and sending that note, I made one in not turning her down immediately and in involving other people that would have been better uninvolved.